Jackie Robinson's biopic 42 got off to a very strong start over the weekend. 42 took in first place with $27 million. Scary Movie 5 opened in second place with $14 million. In third place, DreamWorks animation The Croods earned $13 million. Has the summer movie season started already? Sean McBride, the movie guy, says Tom Cruise's new movie sure feels like a summer blockbuster. Here's Sean with a preview.
60 years ago, Earth was attacked. We won the war, but they destroyed half the planet. Everyone's been evacuated.
Tom Cruise's latest film, Oblivion, is a hard science fiction film that features gorgeous cinematography, an interesting story, and Tom Cruise, who's back in full movie star mode.
Systems are green.
You're cleared, be careful out there.
Always am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're right. Gotta work on that.
Cruise plays half of the two-person mop-up crew that's been left behind on a desolated planet Earth. They're pretty much alone until some humans crash land on the surface. One of these survivors has a relationship with Cruise's character that throws his entire world into disarray. Not helping matters is Morgan Freeman's character, the leader of a plucky group of Earthbound rebels, who also seems to have plans for our hero.
I've been watching you, Jack. It's time to learn the truth.
Oblivion is a nice surprise. Sci-fi geeks will love the way this film looks and the fact that it's not just a dumbed-down action film. Now, it does lose steam in its second half, but all things considered, Oblivion is a pretty good science fiction adventure. Call it an early start to the summer movie season.
When you look at this film, the level of artistry is pretty extraordinary. It's epic. It's just an epic story.
And that's what's new in the movies this week. I'm Sean McBride, the movie guy, for 6 News.
And Sean McBride, the movie guy, joins us via phone from Boise, Idaho to talk about the new movies and DVD releases. How's it going, Sean?
It's going well. I mean, we have a pretty good movie that is sort of like an early summer blockbuster. Not quite up to the level of a complete summer blockbuster, but it's Tom Cruise, it's science fiction, it's it's a lot of fun. It's kind of getting exciting. We're thinking about, all the summer movies are coming out in a couple of weeks.
All right. Well, I know, some people have said that Tom Cruise has fallen off a little bit. Is this one bringing him back?
I don't think he is the biggest movie star in the world like he was, 5, 6, 7 years ago. He certainly is not back to that level. But this is a pretty good film, and he is making some good choices with these movies in the latter part of his career. Oblivion is an interesting science fiction film. It is gorgeous. I mean, it has the amazing production design. It's certainly worth going just to watch the visual images up on the screen. I don't think the story is as good as the visual stuff that's going on. And, Tom Cruise, he brings a lot of baggage with him, and that's a pro and a con. It's impossible to watch the guy without thinking about Mission Impossible or Top Gun and all his older movies. He just is that movie star. And sometimes that's good because it gets you in the mood for a Tom Cruise movie where he's that hard-charging hero. But other times when he's trying to, do something softer and action, you keep thinking, well, Ethan Hunt or, some of his earlier characters, they would never do that. It sort of pulls you out of the film. That's one of the problems if you're a movie star that you have to deal with. I think this is a pretty good film. Like I said, I think it sort of gets a little slow towards the end. But I think visually it's great. I was thrilled by it.
All right. I know one thing that we were talking about is this the beginning of the summer blockbuster time frame, or is that going to be pretty much when Iron Man comes out?
Yeah, so it used to be that the summer officially started Memorial Day weekend, and then several years ago they said, well, the heck with that, we can start it up here in May and make some money when kids are all antsy about getting out of school. Summer blockbuster season is really tied to when school gets out and when teenagers who have that extra disposable income, they can head off to the theater and spend all day and see one movie after another. So it may be a little early, but boy, producers are sure trying to get an early, kickoff to the summer movie season with Oblivion. And I think it's good. I think it will play for quite a while.
Yeah, those producers trying to make that extra cash.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the DVD releases.
Yeah, I mean, really, there's only one DVD that we should be talking about, and that would be Django Unchained, Quentin Tarantino's film. Very violent, very controversial film. Certainly don't take your grandmother to go see this film. But I just thought it was brilliantly done, and it's, obviously people agree because it won several Academy Awards. was on a lot of people's top 10 list, certainly within my top 5. I just think, there's something about Quentin Tarantino. He knows how to make an exhilarating and very entertaining film, no matter what the subject. I mean, let's think about it. Here's a bounty hunter slash slave in this one. Last time it was Nazi hunters. I mean, these are not delicate characters, but they're so enjoyable to watch. But like I said, very difficult film to watch. Very violent. Just be aware of who you're showing this film to.
Exactly. Now you said that was basically the main one to talk about, but there are a couple other ones like Save the Date and The Haunting in Connecticut 2, Disney Nature, Wings of Life.
Yeah, I mean, Disney Nature is always fun, particularly if you have little kids. If they're feeling left out, that they can't watch Django Unchained, then maybe they'll enjoy Wings of Life. Basically, Disney looking at butterflies and hummingbirds and bees and bats and all the things that fly. I love Disney, those nature documentaries they do. Save the Date, sort of a mediocre romantic comedy, and The Haunting in Connecticut, sort of a mediocre horror film. But hey, if you're a fan of those genres, you're just looking for something escapist. Neither of them were horrible. They just weren't anything special.
All right, Sean. Well, thanks so much. As always, great information to know. And we're going to look forward to hearing from you in Iron Man next week.
Iron Man in 2 weeks.
All right. Sounds good. Well, we'll talk to you later, Sean, and we'll see everybody at a movie theater near you.